Shalom. First and foremost, I'm going to start by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. And a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful Akim out there, pushing this word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai has created us to do, so he can wake up and seal the elect of the nation of Israel, which consists of you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and you Israelites who are scattered amongst the heathen nations that may look like the heathen nations, but your father's seed line and your lineage goes back to you being a so-called black, Hispanic, or Native American, one of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. A Shalom. It's your brother Halakia from the GMS Denver camp, coming back once again through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shah, with another lesson. And before we get into this little reel I want to show you, we're going to start right here in Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 25. It says, "Give the water no passage, neither a wicked woman liberty to get abroad." And that's exactly what's happened with women in the West up under Esau Edom, the so-called white man. They've been given liberty to gather abroad and to just do whatever they please. They've put into the minds of these women feminism, where they don't need a man, so forth and so on. And the women are destroyed. And that's the majority of the women in the Western world, man. You see, where Esau rules. You see, this man has completely destroyed the minds of the women. And now you have a bunch of women out here, you see, who feel like they don't need men, you see. So let's show you this reel, and let's show you the mindset of the majority of the women in the West. I said the majority. I didn't say all. So if this doesn't apply to you, shut the fuck up. You see? Let's go.
Men?
What the fuck?
Do we need men?
No.
Do we need men?
No.
No?
We don't need short men.
Do you need a man?
No.
Do you need a man? Do you need a man?
No.
Do we need men? Why?
No.
Do we need men? No? Do we need men?
We need men to make us stupid.
Do we need men? Do we need men? Do women need men in this world? Do we need men?
No.
Why?
Because we can be strong, independent women.
Do we need men?
Like, not necessarily, but like, if I can look at them, like, we need a man to look at.
Do we need men?
No.
No, why?
Nobody needs men.
Really?
We do not need men.
Why not? Why don't we need men?
Why would I need men?
So what can you get from someone else that you don't get from a man?
The only thing I can get from a man that I can't get anywhere else is dick.
Okay.
And I don't need dick.
Do we need women?
Yes,
We do. Why?
these women are awesome.
Do we need women?
Of course.
Why?
They're beautiful.
Do we need women?
Women make us feel compassionate and affectionate.
Do we need women?
Of course we do.
Do we need women?
Yes.
Why?
Because they're hot.
And what else?
They're hot.
Do we need women?
I mean, shit, unless you're gay.
Do we need women?
Do we need women?
Yeah.
Yes, who's gonna do my dishes?
But yeah, man, you see it. You see the majority of the women that he talked to. And like I said before, the majority of the women. I didn't say all the women. So once again, if this doesn't apply to you, you see, just keep it quiet. But the majority of the women in the West feel this way. You see, amongst and it's amongst so-called black, Hispanic, and Native American women. It's amongst so-called white women. You see who was interviewing. You see, this is the mindset of the women in the West that was bred by what? Feminism. You see? And trust and believe that that mindset of I don't need a man and men ain't shit and fuck men, that entire sentiment is about to change very soon. You see? Because I don't know if you know or not, the world is on the brink of war. World war. America's on the brink of collapse and going into complete civil war. You see? And all of you women here in the West, and all you women here in the land of America who have that sentiment of I don't need a man and fuck men and men ain't shit. That entire way of thinking is about to change very, very, very soon. You see? Because all hell is about to break loose in the planet Earth. Especially, you see, in the Western world. Especially in America. Well, you won't be running around talking about, I need a man. I mean, I don't need a man. Fuck men. Men ain't shit. The time is about to come where you women are going to be begging for a man. When I say, I mean begging. Especially for the men of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Not just no regular man, you see. Not just one of these fucking peons out here who has no idea of what's going on in the earth. But we're talking about the men who serve the Almighty God Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shai. The same men that you see on the street corners. Let me say this. The GMS that you see on the street corners. You see? With the garments on you walking by. You see, you're snickering. You're grinning. Some of you looking. You see? Those men, the servants of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you're going to be begging to get with those men. You know why? It's because all this liberty that you've been given by Esau Edom, the so-called white man, you see, to just do whatever you want to do, say whatever you want to say. You received all these benefits from this damn devil and the system that he set up around you to have you living in this comfortable state for you to even utter that this whole shit is about to collapse. Can you not see it? You see? Do you not see the signs of the collapse? Of course not, because you're blinded by the this comfortable setting that you're in right now. But we're here to tell you, as the servants of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, all this shit is coming to an end, and you women are going to be begging to get with the men of the Lord. How we know this? Because it's all in prophecy. It's all written in the book. It's all according to what the Most High has spoken. You see? Let's go here. It's 10:44 call, Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. This is Isaiah 32:9. It says what? Rise up, you women that are at ease. And you women are at ease because of what? Because men, hey, you know what's crazy? We say fuck Esau, but the reason that you women are even able to speak the way you're speaking is because men have conquered. Men have set up this world around you to give you this easy way of living. Your lifestyle, you see, that you have, that makes you able to skate through life on easy mode, that was all set up around you by men. You see? That's how you're able to live in ease. You think women are living in ease in a third world country? No. Only in first world countries are women able to say, oh, we don't need men, especially in the Western world, because you really don't see that shit going on over there in the East. You see? Those women are in order. But in the Western world, this is where this way of thinking mainly stems from. You see? So Isaiah 32:9, it says what? Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters. Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women. For the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come. You see that? This whole lifestyle, this like I say, this lifestyle that you've been living on easy mode, where you can just goddamn put on a bikini, get on fucking social media, and just show your body off and get fucking 20,000 likes in 5 minutes. Hey, this thing is coming to an end. You see, just seen a fucking video the other day with this young ass chick. I think she was like in fucking middle school. She had a guy send her $32,000 talking about he was a fan. And you could tell she was young, Because she was still talking about some damn, a fan sent it to me for Valentine's Day. You see? A young ass chick. $32,000 for one of her fans. That's the ease that you women have in this society. You see? All that shit is coming to an end. Verse 11 says what? Tremble ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare. And gird sackcloth upon your loins. And sackcloth represents mourning. And that's what you women are going to be brought into, a state of mourning. When all hell is breaking loose in these streets. When war is raging all throughout the earth. You see? When it's all out anarchy and chaos and lawlessness in the land of America. You women are going to be in a state of mourning. You know why? It's because you're going to be targets. You see? Because the woman is the weaker vessel. You women are weak. You're not strong and independent. You see? If you don't have a man to protect you, you're going to lose. And if you don't have a man of the Lord to protect you, you're definitely going to lose. So all this sentiment of we don't need men and fuck men and men are worthless, all that shit is going to vanish away when all hell breaks loose. The Most High is going to hit your fucking factory reset button and watch how quick that feminine spirit comes back into you when you start to see people being murdered in the streets, when you start to see people dying of famine. You see? When you just see all fucking madness breaking loose around you every second of the day. When there's no more power, there's no more running water, there's no more access to resources. You see? This lifestyle of ease that you've been accustomed to now is set to fucking legendary difficulty. See, when that time comes, all that fuck men and men ain't shit and we don't need men, men are worthless, all that shit's gonna go out of the window because you're gonna be looking for men to protect you. You see? And the only real protection for you women is gonna be found with the men of the Lord, the servants of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. So a state of mourning is coming upon you women. You see? Verse 12 says what? And we're going to show you that too. And that's been coming out a lot lately. That Jeremiah 30 has been coming out a lot over the last couple weeks. So that lets us know what time we're heading into. So it says, verse 12, they shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine. You see that? You're going to lament for those dainties that you used to have up under Esau, that luxury that you used to have, that ease of access that you used to have. When all that shit is going under the window, the government subsidies, the Section 8, the child support, OnlyFans, you see, Instagram, where you can get on there and get all these fucking followers and show your body all fucking camel toe busting, titties popping out the top of your turtleneck, you see, and you can use those eyes to promote products and this, that, and the other. All that shit is coming to an end because this society is going to collapse. And when this society collapses, the most vulnerable people are going to be who? Women and children. You see that? You see? The Most High is about to hit the factory reset on this place. That's what's coming. Now let's show you. Not just any man is going to be able to protect you. Because let's show you the state that the men are going to be in. This is Jeremiah 30 and 5. It says, for thus saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. So these men that you women are running after now, you see the Pookie and Ray Rays and the Tyrones and the Chads, sorry ass niggas with no substance. You see, when it goes down out here and society collapses, those type of men are going to be of no use to you. You know why? It's because they don't serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. You see? They're basically Satanists. If you don't serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, you serve Satan. And that's what they are. And the time we're coming into, Satan doesn't have any power. See, that shit they used to bank on to pull women, and while society was functioning normally, their cars, the muscles, the big house, bank accounts, clothes, shoes, all that shit that they can use to attract women, ain't none of that shit gonna matter no more. Now, when all that shit is gone, what are you left with? The answer to that is your faith in your relationship that you've been building up with the Almighty God Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shai. And most of the men have not been doing that. The majority of men, let's say it like this, majority of you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American men have not been doing that. And we already know the heathen nations can't do it anyway because the Most High never had a relationship with the heathen nations. So they're already canceled out. But the majority of you so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American men, you have not built a relationship with your power. So when it goes down out here, you're going to be left for dead. You're going to be put into a state of fear, a state of despair. It tells you that in Zephaniah 1, in chapter 1, that the Most High is going to bring distress upon men because they have sinned against him. And the synonym for distress is despair. And despair goes into what? A complete loss of hope. And that's the state that the Most High is going to bring the majority of men into. Despair, a complete loss of hope. No answers, no stability. You see? And they're going to be like women out here. You see that? Jeremiah 30:6 says what? Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. This is how terrified the men are going to be out here. All the men who have not built, all the men of you so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who have not built a relationship with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah, you're going to be as women out here. Not only are you going to be as women, you're going to be as women who are going through contractions, labor pains. That's the type of fear Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah is going to bring upon you. You see? So those men are going to be no good. They're going to be useless. Hey, they're going to be worse than women out here. You see? You see this? And why is this happening? Verse 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. That includes men and women. You see, of you tribes. But he shall be saved out of it. The he that's going to be saved out of it is the remnant. Beginning with the men. The men who have been serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. Those are going to be the high value men in this time. You're not going to be high value because you got bespoke suits and you got all these different fragrances and you got the best taper and you got the best lineup. You got the best whatever. Ain't none of that shit going to matter when all hell is breaking loose. Ain't none of that shit going to matter in Jacob's trouble. The only thing that's going to matter is that relationship that you have established with the Almighty God Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shai. That's all that's going to matter. And the only men who have been doing that is the men of the Lord, the men of great millstone, man. You see? No one else. You see? Now it goes on to say, let's go back to Jeremiah 32. What was it? Hold up. Yep. This is Isaiah 32. And we'll start at 1 and says what? Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness, and princes shall rule in judgment. Showing you that men are going to be the leaders. Who are these men? This is talking about Yahweh Shai and the 144,000, right? The men of the elect. Now, what does it say about them in verse 2? And a man shall be a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place. as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. That's what men are going to become in this earth. Let me say it like this. That's what the men of the Lord are going to become in the earth when all hell begins to break loose. You see, and that sentiment of fuck men and I don't need men, I don't need a man, and men are worthless, men ain't shit. All that whole entire way of thinking, that whole entire mindset is gonna fucking change in an instant. You see? And a man of the Lord is gonna be a hiding place from the wind. A covert from the tempest, meaning what? When all hell is breaking loose, your protection is gonna be under a man of the Lord. Because as I was watching that reel, man, I was smiling from ear to ear. We want you women to continue to walk around in that spirit of pride. Because the day is coming when you're going to be greatly humbled. Especially you women of the tribes, man. Especially you so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native American women. You're going to be humbled greatly. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is going to make you swallow that ego, man. Swallow that pride. You're going to have to humble the fuck down. Because that's the only way a man of the Lord is going to deal with you. You know why? Because we're going to have that many options in this time to come. Because like we know, women are going to be begging and pleading to get with us if we be a part of that number. So that's why we're not tripping when you women are in the spirit of yapping like a little fucking chihuahua about you don't need man this and you don't need man that. We just make these videos for edification purposes. To let you know what's going to happen according to the Most High's will. And this is what it is. You see? Because we have something the rest of these men of the world don't have. And what is that? The wisdom, knowledge, and understanding of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. And we know that what? Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is his treasure. You see that? Wisdom, knowledge, and understanding is what's going to keep us stable in this time. And what is that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding pertaining to? Understanding the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and why all these things are happening. The majority of the men in the earth, especially here in America, they don't understand the Most High's will. They're going to be confused at why these different events are taking place. They're going to be confused at why civil war is happening, why there's famine, why there's pestilence, why animals out here attacking people. You see, why people are eating people. They're going to be confused at these things. See, the men of the Lord, we know and understand exactly why it's happening. This is all judgment from the Lord. You see, this is what the Most High told us he was going to do. This is what we've been preaching and prophesying ever since we came into the truth, beginning with our apostles and elders. So when it happens, it's not going to catch us off guard. We are being prepared for this. We're hoping for this. We're begging the Most High to bring this time because we know and understand that this must happen before we go into the kingdom of heaven. So when it finally does come to pass, it won't be strange to us. We're looking for it. We're calling for it. We're hoping for it. We're having faith in it. You see? And the reason we're so confident in that is because of the relationship that we've been establishing with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. The relationship that we've been establishing with Yahweh Shai. That's what makes us so confident. That's why we're not worried about eating in the time of famine, because we know and understand the Most High promised to feed us if we continue to serve him. You see? That's going to keep us stable, because when there ain't no food out here, there's a lack of resources. Everyone else is going to be panicking to the point that where they're going to start eating each other. You see? You know why? Because they don't have a relationship with the Most High. Eating anything that moves. Rabbits, rats, ducks, dogs, children. You see? This is what's coming. And guess what you're going to witness? You're going to witness the men who have been serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in a cool, calm, and collected spirit. Because we've been walking in the fear of the Lord. We've been doing what we've been commanded to do according to what the Most High told us through Yahweh Shai. We've been walking in that fear. And that's going to be our treasure in the days to come. You see? Because it was never all about carnal monetary gain. You see, as an Israelite, our duty was what? To serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai and do what he commands us to do. And that's what we've been doing this entire time. This is why we don't celebrate the holidays. We've become new creatures, putting off the wicked ways of the world to walk in the ways of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai in all faith in our Lord and Savior. So once again, Isaiah 33:6, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times and strength of salvation. The fear of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is a treasure. So that fear that we've been walking in this entire time is what's going to, that's going to be our true treasure in that day, to keep us protected when all hell is breaking loose, when soldiers are after us. It's going to keep us protected. It's going to keep us fed when everyone else is starving. It's going to keep us hydrated when everyone else is parched. It's going to allow the angels to encamp about us, man. See, this is what we've been learning in preparation for this great day, while everybody else has been out here in the spirit of what? Bullshitting and partying. See, all this laboring that we've been doing for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you see, putting off this world, it's about to pay off, while everyone else is going to suffer. And when it finally does, when we finally start to reap the rewards of our labor, you women are going to want to get with the program. And guess what? A lot of you are going to be denied. You see? A lot of you are going to be turned away because it's a proper spirit that you're going to have to come in. You're going to have to come in a humble, lowly, contrite spirit. And if you're not coming in that spirit and you think that just because you're fine, your looks, you see that, you think that's going to get you in the door, you're about to be highly upset. You see? Because just like the men have been begging and pleading with the Almighty God Yahweh through his son Yahweh Shai for us to be led back into his good graces, guess what you women going to have to do? Beg and plead and cry to the men of the Lord to get back in our good graces. And if you don't want to come in that spirit, hey, go figure it out. That's what's happening. This is what's about to come to pass, man. Let's get Isaiah 13. Yup. Isaiah 13:12. Because it's all about the men of the Lord, man. You see? Isaiah 13:12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. They ain't say shit about a woman being made precious as fine gold. Because a man, especially a man of the Lord, is more valuable than you women. Because the men are the head. The men are the leaders. I don't give a damn about what Esau Edom has told you in this upside down society. And this is why it's upside down and so much disorder and chaos in it, because everything is out of order. A man is going to be more precious than fine gold. A man of the Lord. You see that? Man, it's going to be very valuable, few and far between. So you women, you better come on your best behavior. You better come on your best fucking behavior and be sincere about it. You see? Or go out here and fend for yourself, since you don't need a man, if you're still trying to come in that spirit. That's why a lot of you bitches are going to be humble, man. And like I said, for you sisters who are doing what's right, you see, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing in the background, being quiet, being meek, being humble. We ain't talking to you. We talking about the out of order bitches. And if you got a problem with me calling these bitches, this may apply to you. You see? Because women, for some reason, women, when you talk in general, they feel attacked. And that's all because your spirit ain't right. Point blank, that's just what it comes down to. Me calling a woman a bitch offends you is because your spirit ain't right. And what does the scriptures tell us about a shameless woman? And that's the majority of you women in the West. Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 25, it says, a shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, But she that is shamefaced will fear the Lord. You see that? A shameless woman is counted as a dog. And what's a female dog? A bitch. And that's what's written in the scriptures. But you women who are in the proper spirit, you're trying your best to be in order, to be humble, to be contrite. That don't apply to you. You're moving in the spirit that you're supposed to be moving into according to what the Most High said a woman is supposed to do. You see? But for all you shameless women, fuck you hoes, man. And may Yahweh Bashmi Awashai bring great judgment upon you. Simple as that. But let's go here. So it says what? Isaiah 13:12 one more time. I would make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. You see that? And the men of the Lord are going to be very valuable in the times we're coming into. And we're going to see if you women are coming in that same spirit of I don't need a man this and fuck man that. We're going to see. We already know that you're not. Because Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is about to bring great judgment in the earth. And that great judgment is gonna bring the fear of the Most High back into the earth, man. You see? And what is this gonna lead to? You see? Isaiah 4:1. You see that? So when all hell is breaking loose out here, when there's nothing but chaos in the streets, this is what's gonna happen. Isaiah 4:1, it says what? And in that day, 7 women, and 7 just represents the number of completion. It could be 7. It could be 700. It could be 7,000. However many women the Most High wants to give a man, that's how many women he gonna have. You see, and all you women who are in that spirit now, I ain't sharing no man this and I ain't sharing no man that. Bye. Sayonara. I'll be to say. You see? You see? Goodbye. We don't need you. That's what you're about to find out now. You women are really about to understand that your value was never as high as you thought it was. It only seemed that way is because of the type of society that's been set up around you. But when all hell breaks loose, everything is going back to its natural state. You ain't gonna have all that fucking attention on social media. Just random niggas liking your photos and you getting that fucking dopamine rush every time you get a few likes. All that shit is coming to an end. You women thinking that you have options. No, you just got men that want to fuck you. That's it. That's different between there's a difference between having options and niggas just wanting to fuck. But you dumb bitches can't seem to understand that. You think that really equates to having value. No. He just wants a turn. That's all it is, mama. You see? So all of you women think that you ain't gonna be out here, you think that you're gonna get with a man of the Lord and you not gonna share. Guess what? You're gonna be left behind. Because Isaiah 4:1 says what? And in that day, 7 women, just a complete number of women, shall take hold of one man. You see that? Saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Let us be called by thy name to take away our reproach. I got my own. You ain't got to provide nothing for me because now you bitches making all these fucking quote unquote standards. I don't eat that cheesecake factory. I don't eat that Five Guys. Oh, Shake Shack. I don't know who the fuck want to eat some shake. All these fucking demands. I need Ruth Chris. I need Steakhouse 10. All right. See, you can do that shit now because society is still functioning. You see, in some type of capacity. But when this shit collapses, all these demands that you dumb bitches are making, these this stupidity, you see that you release out of your mouth on a daily, all that shit is gonna come to an end, man. And you're gonna be, I don't need nothing. I got my own house. I got my own food. All I need to do is be tied to you. And you know how that happens. How is a man tied to a woman? Through the act of sex. That's what marriage is. Not this shit when you go down to the courthouse and you have a fucking Edomite marry you and by the power vested in me, by the state of whatever, I now pronounce you husband and wife. That's not how it works. A man becomes your husband once he goes into you. The act of sex consummates a marriage, man. You see? And that's what you women are going to be begging for. And once again, a lot of you women are going to be denied, man. Because your spirit ain't right. Your attitude is shitty. You see? So you're going to have to come in a proper spirit. Let's get a couple of these in a different translation real quick. Bible comparisons. Let's see what the CSB says. The CSB. It says, Isaiah 4:1, CSB. On that day, 7 women will seize one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and provide our own clothing. Just let us bear your name, take away our disgrace. And how are they going to bear his name? You see, by what? By taking in that man's seed, becoming his wives. You see? NLT. And that day, so few men will be left that 7 women will fight for each man. And why are there going to be so few men left? Because a draft is going to happen. A lot of men are going to die out here. Matter of fact, let's show you that real quick, and then we'll come back to this. You see, because the Most High is setting up this thing for the conditions to be in the favor of the man of the Lord. You see? Let's get 2nd Ezra 16, right? It's a little bit down. Yup. 2nd Ezra 16:33, it says, the virgin shall mourn, having no bridegrooms with her husbands. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine. Do you know why? It's because the Most High ain't dealing with those men. If you're not serving Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, as it tells you, you are worth nothing. You see that? So when the draft happens, a lot of your men, a lot of your boyfriends are going to be drafted off to fight in World War III, which is fastly approaching. A lot of your men are going to die here in the midst of famine, because once again, the Most High is not with them, so he's not going to provide for them. You see? And if they escape the famine, they're going to die by way of the sword, because once again, the Most High is not with them. This is what we're letting you know. You see? And that's why 7 women are going to take hold to one man. Because once your husbands and your boyfriends die, you become widows, and you're able to remarry again. And the Most High is going to give a lot of these different women who are in the right spirit, who have their head on straight, he's going to give them over to the men of the Lord. And it's going to be a lot of women being given over to brothers, man. You see? So for you bitches who think you ain't going to share, hey, get the fuck out of here, man. Like Canelo says. You see? But this is what it is. A lot of men are going to be drafted to World War III. A lot of men are going to die in Civil War. A lot of men are going to be dying in famine. A lot of men are going to just die from judgment in general. And it's going to leave a lot of widowed women out here. And we know what the law says when a woman husband dies, that's when she's able to remarry. And that's what the Most High is going to do. He's going to put a lot of these men to death. You see? A lot of you women too. You're going to die too, you know. And he's going to save the best of the worst, you see, for the brothers, man. Now, Isaiah 4:1, it says, NLT, in that day, so few men will be left that 7 women will fight for each man, saying, let us all marry you. Let us all marry you. You see? And what is marriage? Sex is the act of marriage. You see? Yeah. Sex equals marriage according to the Most High. Once a man goes into you, that man becomes your husband. You become his wife. You become one flesh. That's what that means. You see? And you're going to have multiple women begging one man to come in unto all of them, man. You see that? And what else are they going to say? We will provide our own food and clothing. Only let us take your name so we won't be mocked as old maids. You see that? The NIV say, And that day 7 women will take hold of one man and say, we will eat our own food and provide our own clothes. Only let us be called by your name. Take away our disgrace. Uh-huh. You see that? Because the way that you women are walking around now is a disgrace. You uttering that you don't need a man out of your mouth is a disgrace. And you're going to want that reproach taken away when all hell is breaking loose. You see? Because you're gonna want to come up under the protection of a man of the Lord. Ooh, look at the NET. It says 7 women will grab hold of one man at that time. They will say, we will provide our own food. We will provide our own clothes. But let us belong to you. Take away our shame. You see that? So that just shows you that way of thinking that you women have now. That shit's going to be far gone when all hell is breaking loose right here. You see? What else we got? The same thing. YOT. Okay. So basically saying the same thing, man, in these different versions. The BBE. It says what? And in that day, 7 women will put their hands on one man, saying, there will be no need for you to give us food or clothing. You see, and that's what they're demanding now, are they not? A man, he got to spend a bag on me. I need Louis Vuitton. I need Gucci. I don't shop at the outlets. I need to be in the Gucci store. Stupid bitches. I need Versace. Can you spell Versace? Oh, shit. The BBE says what? In that day, 7 women will put their hands on one man, saying, there will be no need for you to give us food or clothing. Only let us go under your name, so that our shame may be taken away. You see, because you women are shameful right now, man. You're going to be begging a man of the Lord to put that rod of correction on you. Please, daddy, please. Give me some. You're going to be begging. You're going to be humbled, man. And that's why when we see videos like that, we laugh. Because we know what it's going to be. The only reason you have that type of way, that way of thinking, the only reason you conduct yourself the way you conduct yourself is because of feminism and access to social media. And when all that shit is out of the window, when we come into a time where men are going to be out here punching bitches in the mouth, you see, some shit they won't do now because society is still operating in some type of capacity, right? When all hell is breaking loose, when there's no more access to 911, which they showed you last week when that outage happened, motherfuckers could not call 911. That shit is coming back in full force soon. When all hell breaks loose, there will be no calling 911. There will be no first responders. There will be no police officers. And all this shit you women have been talking, a lot of these men that you've been dogging and doing wrong, man, they're going to be out here boxing you bitches upside the head, man. You see? The only reason you're running your mouth and doing the shit you're doing now is because of feminism and that access to social media. And when all that shit is gone, when all these safeguards that Esau has in society to protect you women, when that shit is out of the window, you're going to really understand what it is. You see? And you're going to be begging the man of the Lord, please let me come up under your protection. Please. You see? And for a lot of you, the answer is going to be no. You see, I think that was it on this. Yeah, it says the same thing. But yeah, that's what it is, man. This is what's coming. You see? All of you women who left brothers, you see, while they was on this mission for the Lord, hey, you gonna regret that shit. You see? you gonna regret it. You're gonna be sad. You're gonna be like fucking Yvette when she came to the door. You see? When she talking about the break knees fist. Hey, what the fuck they got to do with me? Slam the door in that bitch face. And he don't want me no more. That's exactly what it's gonna be. You can't come back over here. You see? Listen, man. Let's get it. Oh man, what is it? No. Oh man, what is it, man? She that is my Micah 28, yup. So this is what it's gonna be, man. Was it? No. Oh man, where is it, man? Salakia. Micah 7 and 10. There it is. This is Micah 7 and 10. It says what? Because this is what it's going to be for a lot of you women, man. You know what I'm saying? A great humbling is coming upon you bitches, man. Micah 7 and 10, it says, Then she that is mine enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, Where is Yahweh thy power? Mine eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. You're going to be trodden down, judged. You see, because your brothers are going through trials and tribulations. You look down on him because he ain't out here like these weak-ass men in the world talking about all the material shit he has. That brother that the Most High put you with is doing the most important thing that any man can do on this planet Earth, and that's to serve Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua in all truth and sincerity, making their body a living sacrifice for a greater purpose, man. You see? And a lot of you are going to witness it, and you're going to be ashamed. But it's gonna be too late for a lot of you. So that whole sentiment of I don't need a man and fuck men and men are worthless, that whole entire way of thinking is gonna change when all hell breaks loose out here, and that day is fastly approaching. Hey man, I'm gonna end it by giving all praise, all honor, all glory to Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakwadash. A double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for teaching me this truth according to the Bible, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, and a sincere peace and salutation to all you hopeful elect Akim out there pushing his word in all truth and sincerity, doing the work as Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai has created us to do. With that, I'm going to say Shalom, Wa, Abba, Babal.